Just wanted to show you a video today on the benefits of being really patient and how it can help you win. Right now I'm going to pitch Trevor Bauer in a game, and I'm choosing a 1 o'clock game because he pitches better in the daytime according to his attributes. And right now I'm going through the pitchers. If you can go through those pitchers pretty easily without a lag, it indicates that you'll likely have the home game. And you'll see right now I didn't have that lag, and I'm going to get a home game. And back to Trevor Bauer pitching during the daytime, what that means is that my opponent's PCI will be a little bit smaller than it would be normally because Bauer has an attribute on his card indicating he pitches better in the daytime. So we're playing the Vermont Maple Jugs. I'm going to show you the top of the first here, just defensively, pitching-wise, and then we'll get into patient hitting and how it can really yield positive results. Love my uniforms. I've been wearing them now for about 3 or 4 weeks, based on the Ole Miss uniforms in college baseball. Ty Cobb is always a pain in the butt to work against, but I'm going to start with a fastball up and in, and that drifts out over the plate, and really lucky that it hit Bauer and landed close enough where we could get Cobb. So that was a big play in the game to get that first out because that should have been a single. And I'm going to go up and in again. I'm really just testing the waters to see what works, what he can swing at, and what won't. This is a fastball up and in, and can't handle it. 1-1 count. I'm going knuckle curve, a little bit out of the zone here. Missed my spot. Just really trying to focus in the first inning so I can get him out 1, 2, 3 and not be behind the 8 ball early. 3-1 count. Really do not want to walk him, so putting the ball in the strike zone, that's a cutter. And you got to watch with some pitchers, their fastballs will drift towards the middle of the plate even if you hit your spot. So if you set up, if you have a location up and in and you dot it, in the words of Brev, a great content creator in MLB The Show, that ball is magnetized and will, some pitchers' fastballs drift towards the middle of the plate regardless of how well you pitch. So you got to be really astute as to where your pitchers' pitches are actually going. So we're behind on the count here again, but 2 outs. Going to be pretty careful not to give up a home run. That's a cutter that ended up in the middle of the plate, but his timing was off. And a lot of this game is timing. Got him up and in, fastball. Was very late. You'll see in this game, especially Xbox users that are just coming aboard, and I've talked to several that are very excited to be able to play MLB The Show. You'll see in this game that timing is bigger than anything else. It's bigger than how good you are with the PCI. It's bigger than how good your pitcher is. It's bigger than almost anything. Timing at the plate is everything. So here, I am going to be dreadfully patient. Dreadfully patient. I'm not going to swing at any first pitches, pretty much. May not even on occasion swing until I get 2 strikes. But he goes out of the zone. After throwing the first pitch for a strike, he goes out of the zone looking to get me to chase, and I am not chasing. This is Bryce Harper. I lead him off because he's a dangerous home run hitter that guys sometimes pitch around. 2-2 count. Again, out of the zone. Right away, I can tell I'm seeing the ball really good today. And really work a great walk there. This is Hal Newhouser pitching, by the way. Very tough. Can be very tough. And listen, I'm an average player. You saw by my record. I'm not going to be one of these guys who are top 50. But I can compete. I have beaten some top guys. I don't play with a PCI. I rely on timing. I'm not good with a PCI. It's not that I don't think it's a good thing. There's most people out there really great with a PCI. I am not good with it. I've tried it several times, just can't get the hang of it, so I play without one. That may prevent me from getting to the World Series one day, but I can tell you. So here you can see, again, extremely patient, 2 strikes. Now I'm gonna fight with 2 strikes. I'm gonna get a lead over there with Harper just to distract the pitcher. I don't really have an intention on going. And I'm looking at that pitch count. Already we have him up to 14 pitches, which is great. And just kind of misread that one a little bit, but sometimes I will sacrifice early strikeouts in a game so I can get that pitch count up and I can frustrate the opponent so eventually he throws one in the zone that I can crush and barrel up with guys on base or possibly hit a home run. So again, I'm down 1-2, being extremely patient. He's got 19 pitches. He's going to be throwing his 20th pitch right there. Ground out. That's the inning, but I'm seeing the ball well. Extremely patient. Got him to throw 20 pitches. So now we go to the bottom of the second. Same thing. Good pitch by him. Sometimes I am tempted early if there's a pitch down the middle. First pitch to crush it. But I have to exercise extreme patience in this game plan. And again, I'm 1-2, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm seeing the ball pretty well, and when the time comes, I'll start swinging a little bit earlier in the count. I've evened up the count. I've gotten back in the count. Again, fighting with 2 strikes. He's up to 25 pitches, which is great. I usually go into an inning having a goal of wanting him to throw, 20, 25 pitches in an inning, and I'm on track. So not striking out. He hasn't been able to get me on pitches out of the zone. And I'm going to continue with that game plan. Now, that game plan could possibly change if I'm not pitching a good game. The better I pitch and keep my team in the game, the more patient I can be. So again, I'm not swinging at the first pitch, but there will be a time where I ambush him in later innings and swing at a first pitch fastball, because he's just going to start thinking this guy never swings at a first pitch, and I'm going to throw one down the middle. He's 3-1 on Grandal, who can't run at all, so he's probably not too worried about walking him. But gets it in there, 3-2. And hesitated. I'm not worried about that. Like I said, I saw it pretty well. Not worried about strikeouts looking at this point. And a couple of fake bunts in this game were distracting, seemed like they were distracting to my opponent. Carew up here, 2 outs, no score, bottom of the second. Saw that well, just a little bit late on it. It says swing timing good on the left there, but I don't agree with that. I was definitely late on that. And Rod Carew, knowing him, several hundred at-bats with him, he can't handle anything up in the zone. So that's a tough pitch for him to handle, for me to handle when I see that pitch. Again, you'll see no PCI. Saco Bay Sharks Baseball Club YouTube channel, by the way. Like this video, subscribe to it. We'll be putting out some more content when MLB The Show 21 comes out. But this is just an example of how you can win games, absolutely win games, by being smart, being patient, and compete with really just about anybody. Now, Bauer, the pitcher, I'm likely not to swing at anything here until I get 2 strikes. There's no sense in it. I want to use the 3 pitches or more to drive up the pitch count. And he's settled down a little bit with regard to his pitch count. He's only got 41 pitches right now. But that's okay. I feel like I'm seeing it well. Not at all worried that I can hit him. and he gets Bauer there. Here comes Harper. Now here's a spot where I'm tempted to take a hack on the first pitch. And that was a pretty good one. I don't know if I could have handled that or not with Harper, but just really trying to be patient. We know it'll pay off. Pitching for me, again, is Bauer, and he's thrown up some goose eggs early, which allows me to be patient here.
What we're seeing here is a guy getting pitched to very carefully. It doesn't matter that there's 2 outs and nobody on.
The fun in this, part of the fun in this is that your opponent has got to be thinking, boy, does he swing at anything? Does this guy swing at anything? And that's the first pitch in 3 innings that I chased out of the zone, barely out of the zone. So doing pretty well with plate discipline. Brock has been my best player this year in MLB 20. Probably may do a quick video on what players that I used in MLB 20 that could potentially be good in MLB 21, MLB The Show 21. But there's one thing that I do with Brock probably once a game. He's a great bunter, and I would say 8 out of every 10 times, maybe 9 out of every 10 times, he reaches base safely, and then he's a tremendous base stealing threat. Once I learned how to steal the bases a little bit better, people have a very tough time throwing them out. Betts being super patient. Little late on that, plus it's in. That's a tough one. Not happy with that swing, not super happy with that swing. Freddie Freeman is a real threat, and this is a situation where I would potentially steal a base. There he goes. He's in easily. Now hoping Freeman can drive him in. 1 out. But the more you can be patient, the more the guy stops nibbling, and eventually he gets a little lazy, and he throws something in the middle of the plate. Because I'm not a great base runner, and I still don't have that down yet, you'll see I run myself out of an inning. That should have been just foot on the pedal, just score him on a single, not worry about anything else, and somehow I messed that up. So I only have 2 hits at this point, but not concerned. Here's Honus Wagner in the 5th. Again, we're 1-0, and this guy's got to be saying to himself, geez, I'm behind. I'm deep on a lot of counts. He's got 57 pitches in the 5th, which isn't terrible for him. He did settle down after that first, but now he's sort of lost the zone a little bit. I'm definitely 100% not swinging here with Honus. If it were a little later in the game, I might have took a hack at that pitch and hit it out of the park. Beautiful sunny day at Great American Ballpark. He goes 3-1. Again, if this is down the middle, I'm going to try to have great discipline. If it's down the middle, I'm going to swing. And there we go, ball 4. So you can see he is definitely having trouble commanding the zone. Eventually, he's going to have to come in. And that's a pitch Grandal can usually handle. Patience isn't. It's the same pitch, basically, and I try to catch up with it. Here, he makes a mistake. And Grandal hits it out. An 0-2 pitch. He finally gets lazy and throws one kind of down the middle in. Grandal hits it out, game over. That's how you can have patience without playing with a PCI. My opponent quits, and there's where the success comes in. He quit because Bauer was pitching a great game. He knew he was behind the 8 ball 2-0. Saco Bay Sharks Baseball Club YouTube channel. Like, subscribe. We'll see you again soon.